I'm breaking bitches up into little pieces. And if I don't like you bitches for a good reason, only here for this cash, not here for cuffing season. I'm all about my bag, breaking bread and getting even. Yeah, bounce that booty up and down, you better work that shit. Don't be scared to make it clap, you better twerk that shit. Don't be stingy with the moves, you better make that money. Bounce that ass up and down.
Here I'm just filling in my brows, and let's just talk about this wig. It is definitely clockable. It was time for it to come off, but I left it on just so I can get this look out for you guys, so just ignore my wig. And I'm using the Precisely My Brow pencil. Okay, first of all I need some powder on my eyebrows because they are like slippery. So I'm going to use this Beauty Bakery flour powder. Born This Way concealer and butterscotch. I lied. Warm sand. Now I'm just taking this concealer down to my eyelid to use as an eyeshadow base. Then I'm going into the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm going to take the color Lolly Mama as my transition shade. Then I went into the shade Crazy to deepen up my crease. I'm going into this Alexis Stone palette and taking this blue shade. This palette is very fun and colorful and very pigmented for the price. I'm taking this Juvia's Place concealer to cut my crease.
Years later.
Now I'm just taking this brush to help pat out the concealer and help it dry down a little faster. Then I'm going to go back into that blue shade and add some more color back to my outer V. Taking this green shade from this Violet Vase palette and using that for my inner corner. Then I went back into the Alexis Stone palette and I was using the lighter blue, but I didn't really care for it. So then I opted for the blue above the darker blue that I used the first time. Clean up my eyes with some micellar water. I be wanting to do a lot of talk throughs, but sometimes I can't because the kids be a little rowdy. And of course, with everything going on in the world, school is out, so it's hardly ever quiet in here. MAC Studio Fix Concealer, and I'm gonna mix it with the Born This Way. I'm talking about concealer. That was foundation, and I'm gonna mix it with the Born This Way foundation. I'm gonna do 1 pump of the Born This Way and 1.5 pumps of the MAC concealer. Why I keep calling this concealer? Not that you need all that foundation, but since I'm mixing it up, I need enough to mix it. I did not prom.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
So I'm gonna wipe this off. My face already moisturized. I used the Milk Vegan Moisturizer. Very hydrating. I'm gonna use the Milk Hydro Primer. Hydro Grip Primer. This brush that I'm using is a Real Techniques Instapop cheek brush. I do have the face brush, but it's a little bigger. So sometimes I prefer the cheek brush, especially like around my eyebrows. I'm going to spray my brush with some Mario Badescu. This is the Cucumber and Green Tea. Born This Way concealer, I use two shades. I use Butterscotch and Warm Sand. Warm Sand is just a little brighter, like you can't even really tell, but to me I can tell. And I always let my concealer dry down for about 2-3 minutes before I start to blend it out, because you get more coverage and it's easier to blend it out without it like getting all over your face, if that makes sense. Now I'm taking this Huda Beauty powder in the shade Blondie, and I'm using that to set my concealer. And I'm using this Real Techniques powder brush. I think this part of the Insta Pop collection too, if I'm not mistaken. I think it is. I'm contouring with this Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Zambia. And with cream contour products, they blend out like a dream. Like you don't even have to do no work. You just press it and it just blends into the skin. This is MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC55. And then I'm going to go into the shade NC45 and use that on the areas that I highlighted. This eyeliner is from NYX. It's the Epic Matte Liner. This lipstick is Birthday Suit from Majestic Melanin Cosmetics, my makeup line. And I lined my lips with MAC Cyberworld, but somehow that clip got cut out. These lashes are literally like so old that I don't even remember where I got them from. But just try not to do anything too fluffy with this look. Try to find something that's more subtle. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.